What is up, survivors, and welcome back. This is Law of Evolution, and Epic Games just recently released patch 1.23, otherwise known as patch 1.7.2, and I just wanted to show you really quick what is going on in that patch, what they added that was new. And I'm not going to cover the save the world side of things, because until they release that as free to play, which I think they won't do until like next month, I won't cover that very much, but rest assured there's going to be a lot of content for that as soon as they release it free to play. So when you get to the splash screen, the first thing that they let you know is for Battle Royale mode they did quality of life improvements. Yeah, we won't really know exactly what that feels like. The patch notes are in the description if you want to read exactly what's going on, but like I said, I'm just going to cover a little bit of the Battle Royale stuff and show you what that looks like. Alrighty, and first things first, the very first bullet point was probably the most important bullet point in the entire update or the entire patch, is that you can now switch between teammates while spectating. Let me tell you how annoying it was to be in squads and you go down. Maybe you're the first one to go down and you got 3 people alive and you're spectating one of your teammates, but he's hiding in the corner. But then you have another teammate that's in the middle of an intense firefight and you want to see what's going on. You want to see what's happening, but you can't see anything because you're just stuck frozen on one person. So that's pretty cool that they added that. They also fixed an issue which caused enemy players to instantaneously appear once they emerge from behind an object. Now, I don't know if I saw that very much, but I did see people like moonwalking. Like they would be in front of you, and then next thing you know, they would like be right back behind the rock that they just came out of, or something like that. But I never seen anybody kind of like instantaneously appear. It would be like it would happen in reverse. They also fixed a bug which allowed players to jump indefinitely. Now, I don't know what that means. Oh, look. Oh, I can't jump. Oh, look, she's got the baby jump. So you can't spam it anymore. It's like your jump, you can do some jumps, you can jump around, but once you do it too much, you got lead in your boots. Oh, that's hatred. Okay, so they spammed that. They definitely nerfed the jump. Oh, that is awesome. Alright, next things up is they fixed an issue which caused DBNO to trigger the jump pads. And I'm not exactly sure what that means or who that applied to, but that doesn't seem like something that I was having an issue with. They also fixed the issue which caused crosshair hit markers to sometimes not show up, which is huge because I would see that happen. You would see the damage numbers pop up, but you wouldn't see the hit markers pop, so you wouldn't know exactly if you needed to adjust your shot. But they fixed that a little bit, so that is good. For the weapon side of it, for the medium ammo stacks, they increased those from 10 to 20, and let me tell you how annoying that was to always get to an ammo box or get to something that an enemy dropped when you killed him, and it only had 10 shots in it, and it's like you can't do anything with that, especially with a ranged weapon. When you have a ranged weapon, you're like, what am I gonna do with that? Also, another thing that is huge, a thing that is enormous, that's going to change the entire way that the game is played, is that the rocket ammo spawn rate has been decreased by 25%. And when you get to end game, usually in this battle royale game mode, when you get to end game and you're like in the top 10 or top 15 or something like that, rocket spam and grenade spam is a thing. If you have an RPG and somebody's building a base or something like that, I mean, you could just people are spamming rockets all the time, and it's so effective. So for them to decrease, by a fourth the amount of ammo that you're gonna see on the ground for those, or in ammo boxes or crates or anything like that, or chests, just means that that's going to change the entire mechanic of the game for when you get to the end. So we'll see how that actually works out see people not spamming those at the end of the game. Alrighty, and another mechanic that they took out of the game was players no longer display their weapon while in the down but not out position. So a lot of the time I would get knocked down and it would still show like your shotgun or your auto rifle, and you'd be wanting to take a shot with it, like it still displays like you can take a shot with it or something like that. But they took that away, so if you're in DBNO, you just pretty much nothing appears for you. You're down, and that's it for you, buddy. Timeout. Alright, and they added a couple new control things to the game as well. So they added a new sensitivity slider for targeting multiplier and scoped multiplier to the game options. Just gives you a little bit more of a variety for your sensitivity. If you like a higher sensitivity, or if you play at a higher sensitivity, that might be a little better for you. They also removed mouth smoothing. I don't play on PC, so I play on PS4 or on console. I actually play on PS4 and Xbox One, so mouth smoothing isn't something that applies to me, but they definitely added that as well. Players can now tilt the camera higher and lower than before, which is pretty awesome. Sometimes when you get to the end game, and I actually uploaded a video about that a couple days ago, where somebody's in a tree above you, or if you were in a tree and somebody is below you, it was kind of hard to single them out, look directly in the air and shoot at them, or look directly below you and shoot at them. So maybe that's a possibility now. You'll be able to do that. They also added some performance tweaks in there, so they reduced the time it takes to load into the map from the matchmaking lobby. We already saw that. I don't know if this is just something that they're just, kind of like, oh, well, we forgot to tell you guys about this last time. But we saw that previously, before they released the notes for this patch, but they are just letting us know now. And they also did some what they call general improvements to loading times and the frame rate. So I haven't seen too much of a difference with the frame rate. It kind of looks still about the same, but there probably was some improvements to what that looks like. Awesome. And they also added some things for the audio, which they said increase the distance that building audio can be heard. And I remember that. I was thinking to myself a little bit ago that you could hear footsteps. You could hear footsteps a quarter mile away, but if you're hacking away at a tree or part of a building or something else like that, or you're building yourself a base, you couldn't necessarily hear that from that far away. So they changed that. You could probably hear that as far as you can hear footsteps, or maybe even further. And they also did some voice over IP to the PC side, so they're starting to get the voice chat stuff taken care of. But they're doing that for PC. They haven't rolled that out for console just yet. But that is it. That's all that we got for the Battle Royale mode for Fortnite. When we have more patches and more information, please tune back in. I'm going to be doing updates for you, let you know what's going on. And we will check you out on the next one.